If we want European football next season, then we have work to do. 13 points behind 4th place Manchester City and 6 behind 7th place Spurs. With Ipswich up first today, who sit rock bottom of the Premier League. Simply put, we have to win this game. Welcome back everyone to our My Player Career Mode. Thank you for all of your support. I hope you're all doing fantastic and having an awesome day. If you missed any of the previous episodes, go back, check those out, and then come back and watch this one. First thing we're going to do today, we are going to allocate some skill points. I feel like performances at the moment have been good, so maybe we could push up to that 70 overall. We are currently at 69, and I think ultimately my passing at the moment is still a bit hit and miss. Could arguably look to put some into dribbling, but I think for the moment I'm going to put them into passing. So let's improve this slightly with a bit more short passing and maybe a bit of vision. Possibly could be the way to go. Or do I just go all the way into short passing? Let's do that. Let's see what that puts us to. Still 69 overall, so maybe I can just put all these skill points in. Let's have a quick look and see if we go all the way into that one. And then we've got 1 skill point left. Let's go to long passing. So short passing at 80 seems quite high, but it has put us at 70 overall for now. So that's where we're staying. And as you can see, we are just in the starting 11 at the moment. I could do the training, but as I've been saying in the previous episodes, I don't want to train every week because I want some realism in the aspect that we are still very much new to this Man United team. You know, we were promoted from the youth team. We've got to work hard to stay in the starting 11. And if we keep training, we'll be there no matter what. So let's rely on performances instead. And right now we need to put a performance in against Ipswich to ensure our starting 11 spot. Although, look at my stamina. I mean, this is where you would be questioning whether or not we're due a rest because we are looking very tired. Still, we start the game here at Old Trafford. I don't imagine we'll play all 90 minutes. And the interesting thing still is how much faith Amorim is putting in the youth players, because I'm starting here, so too is Gore. Remember, Adam Wharton was a new signing at the club, so too N'Golo Kante. Neither start in this Manchester United side. I'm just wondering how long it'll be before we see Adam Wharton make his United debut, because I did talk about him being quite the signing for United. Even more important that I preserve my energy here, given the fact that looking very tired already. I don't want to be making runs that don't really do too much to impact the play, whether or not that means I get the ball or create space for my teammates. I've got to be really considerate with the runs I make. So let's not use too much stamina. It's De Ligt now forward for Mount. Back the way of Matthijs De Ligt. Forward here towards Gore, and he needs support. Still Gore got the ball. He'll find me. Kobbie Mainoo to my left. Here he is then with possession. Mainoo towards Rashford. Back the way of Kobbie Mainoo. He will find now Mason Mount. Mount towards myself. Waiting for options. One of them is present here in Gore, who can keep hold for the moment for Manchester United. Mainoo sliding it through a little gap there, which presented itself, but I can't get the shot away. Ipswich doing well here to limit that space as they're allowing us to turn though now. Deflected shot bouncing through. Muric will get there. It will count as a shot on target, but not really much to worry about for Ipswich. Here is Marcus Rashford for Manchester United. Still got it here, Marcus Rashford. We are looking central. He is on the left-hand side. Lots of bodies between the goal here for Ipswich as the ball is found in towards me. Right-footed efforts! It's the weaker foot, but it's still golden. And you saw in the previous episode, in the game against Everton, that I'm only human. I will miss chances. We had a glorious one to equalise the score there. Didn't hit the target on our stronger left side. But here today on that weaker right foot, Ipswich knew we wanted to turn on our left, showed us right. We still took it on anyway and found the top corner. It's Manchester United 1, Ipswich 0. Oh, Morsey showed me too much of the ball there. We've been able to win it, but as soon as we looked up at options ahead of us, there wasn't much going on. Gore, quick fire 1-2, does get the ball back towards me and we unleash the shots. I mean, I had nothing around me, no support, I had to go for goal. And how far away were we? It looked like we sliced the ball a little bit actually. Wasn't the cleanest of strikes and it wasn't too far away. Here is Leif Davies for Ipswich. 2 minutes to go until half-time. He's gone down the left-hand side. Now inside to Sami Smodic, who's in the area of Manchester United. Ball back and Andre Onana had to be alert. The shot from Jack Clark was pretty close to him, but he still had to make the save, and make the save he did. Delap, Smodic, and now Delap again. This is the danger, though, for Manchester United while the score remains 1-0. Ipswich just need that one chance, and they might just get it here. What was the advantage play for? The ball is in the net. Liam Delap celebrating, but the offside flag is raised. And that is a warning sign, a let-off for Manchester United. I mean, he's miles offside. There's no doubt about that when the shot is taken from Jack Clark. Or was it Smodic who had the effort? I'm not quite sure. What I will say, though, from United's perspective, that's a warning sign. Lindelof is coming off with Martinez on to replace him, and there'll be another change momentarily with Rasmus Højlund coming on as we make way. And let's see what the final 20 minutes bring as we watch on from the bench. Rasmus straight in with a strange challenge, to say the very least. Chaplin for Ipswich, looking for the ball forward. It's bounced off Marcus Rashford into the path of Liam Delap. Delap now sets Chaplin! And Onana to the rescue. Mount to get the ball forwards for Manchester United. Admittedly, it's not been fully plain sailing here. Even with the scoreline at 1-0, Ipswich have had moments. They've had chances. The side that sit rock bottom of the Premier League table, looking destined for relegation. And yet Manchester United are not comfortable here. It's Jack Clark now, forward for Chaplin. Chaplin has got Delap ahead of him. He finds him, 15 more minutes on the clock. This is lovely here. Chaplin return back from Delap. He has a go, and Onana is there, but he can only palm it back out for Hutchinson. And Lenny Yoro this time gets it back for United. Marcus Rashford to carry United forwards. Now to Mainu. Kobbie Mainu, space ahead of him. Ipswich have backed off a long way, and it's Rasmus Højlund! And it's not on target. And it was a moment for him to get his name on the score sheets and potentially put his name back ahead of us in the starting 11, but he can't hit the target there, and he had space and time to do so. As there's another United change with Diogo Dalot on to replace Ahmad. 10 more minutes to play. Is that a change that suggests the boss is trying to see this game out because it's a defensive-minded player on for an attack-minded player? It's Chaplin, who has been good since his introduction from the Ipswich Town bench. He's on the ball here for them again. He's causing us problems. Ball forwards. Martinez in the way, but only as far now then. Given possession straight away. What a touch by Delap. But he can't hit the target. And full time here at Old Trafford. It was far from comfortable for Manchester United, but I said they had to win it, and win it they did. Courtesy of our goal in the first half, Ipswich, they tried their best to get something. They had a couple of good chances, but ultimately, it's finished here. Manchester United 1, Ipswich Town 0. And our opponents for the Europa League round of 16 is Bilbao. We are at home for this first leg. What's the fitness looking like, though? We had about a week or so's rest, so we are back to being fully fit. Ahead of this one, Gore again starts. Still no place for Adam Wharton, though. I'm not really sure what to make of this tie, whether or not United are considered favourites. Don't really know how Bilbao are doing in their respective league, La Liga. I guess we'll check that afterwards just to see. So I'd like to say we'll be favourites, but I don't quite know. And here is Williams, one of their danger players, with possession of the ball. Forward it goes. Lindelof heads away, and it'll be picked up by Rashford. Headers down for Gore, and a quick 1-2 between them keeps United on the ball for the moment. That ball is there to be won, which we do challenge. Can't find Gore with the header, though. He'll put the pressure on. We won't allow the ball straight back here. Let's see if we can get this and force them into a mistake. Bilbao, yes we did! We put that on, and we did force the mistake, but can we find the finish? Yes we can! Punished! Bilbao, you cannot do that! Especially when you're up against us. You saw the punish that we were going for. Gore put the pressure on, we didn't allow the ball back. We knew there was something in it for us. It's the tenacious work, and the reward at the end as well is to finish. I will apologise as well. I'm pretty certain, if not this episode, in one of the previous episodes, I was calling Gore Robbie Gore. It's not. It's Daniel Gore, as Sanchez is in and surely going to make it one apiece. Why was I talking about Daniel Gore when Bilbao were the team looking lively? And you can see Lindelof gets dragged out, but then you question where De Ligt is. Why is he so far out wide when the danger was in a central position and Sanchez makes no mistake? We are back level here, one apiece. Nico Williams around the challenge of Anthony. Into the feet of Guruzeta. Somebody's got to close him down. De Ligt backed off until I told him to go to the ball, and he was giving Guruzeta so much time to pick his spot, and without Onana, Bilbao would have been 2-1 up. And actually, they are the better side at the minute. That's another good chance and another decent stop from our goalkeeper. And you've got to admit, United have been second best here. Inaki Williams stands over this free kick, and we're sort of wishing the half-time whistle here because it's them who are going closest. Actually, now, let's not wish the half-time whistle because there might be one more chance in this for us, and there it is then. Half-time, Manchester United won, Bilbao won, but if it wasn't for Andre Onana, it'd be a different story, and Bilbao would have been leading. And the match facts tell you a story at half-time. Manchester United with one single shot, the goal. Bilbao having 8 shots at the United goal. And we start off the half by conceding possession from our kickoff. So, far from ideal. Short corner could be on here, which we're going to go over and try and stop. The cross goes in. Nunez! I mean, Antony's not really the player you want marking there. But, again, United get away with it. It is now Gore. Chance to play it through. Daniel Gore obliges. I'm looking over. And actually, I might have to go alone because Ahmad's not in the box yet. And we do go alone. It's palmed back out into a dangerous area. Ahmad wasn't there, though. Rashford. Chance to play forwards. Marcus Rashford. Lovely ball. And now we have to hit it early. That was the best I was probably going to get. Amad Diallo picks it up for Manchester United, who are still looking to keep the pressure on with Mount. And now Gore turns, fires goal bound, but off target. Wonder if Bilbao will play the short pass here. He does not. Goes long with the goal kick. Anthony is there closest. Ahmad gets it here from Anthony, and he's now looking up. It's Mason Mount into my feet, off towards Gore. Gore will turn and find Bruno. Bruno Fernandes finding Gore. We've come towards the edge of the penalty area here, as we'll play it the way of Ahmad. Now a chance to send it through. Ahmad gets quite lucky to still have the ball, and it's Gore who gets it through to that gap. As the shot's in again, and again we test Unai Simon in the Bilbao goal. Ahmad, look at the run. Look at the run we're making. Where's the support again, though, from the players in a Manchester United shirts? As we take the touch, looking to get in here towards Bilbao's penalty area. And again, it's Unai Simon who saves. We are so unlucky. Another good piece of goalkeeping. That time, I think maybe actually there was options to pass. But when we got in there, I worked hard for it. I felt like I had to shoot at the end. It's Mason Mount's header. Oh, and it's gone all the way through. Manchester United regain the lead. Mason Mount's header looping into the top right corner. And for all his heroics in the recent few minutes, he cannot deny him this time, Unai Simon. We'll see, there's a deflection here with the first header. And he's actually going away from goal, Mason Mount, which makes this even better. Because he has to sort of just... In fact, he doesn't even really aim. It just sort of hits him in the back of his head. And loops past Unai Simon into that far corner. And Manchester United regain the lead on the night, 2-1. It's been a tough, hard-fought contest here. Both goalkeepers called into action. But as it stands, United are leading and heading to a very important first leg victory if we can hold on. Fernandes to Rashford. Marcus Rashford. If there's one thing we are, it is a willing runner. I will look to cause Bilbao problems, as you can see. Almost was in behind the left-hand side that time. It's Mason Mount now, then, as we'll return central. It's Amad Diallo now for Manchester United. Diallo could use me and does use me. Now give him it back. Still got it here, Amad. United looking to chew down the clock, which we will now get towards this right-hand side. There's still too much time left in terms of the time to be able to try and see this one out. What a ball! Oh my goodness me, Bruno! What a pass that was! And Daniel Gore finishes it off. I'm talking about wasting time. Bruno's got other ideas. That was a spectacular ball. We'll see it again in the replay. And when Gore gets in, he finishes it first time. Advantage play for the challenge on Ahmad. Gore picks up this position, but it's all about the pass from Bruno. Simply sublime. 3 additional minutes, and That will be that, as the arm is used there, which means it will be a Bilbao free kick. Quite a distance away, but Inaki Williams may fancy this. Instead, he looks to lift the ball in. De Ligt heads away. Mason Mount now then helps it further forward towards myself. To my left is Bruno. Get slightly fortunate to still come away with the ball there. Bruno tried to fire the ball straight back towards me, and it wasn't really the best option. Ahmad now finds me, and that is that. Full time, 3-1 victory at Old Trafford. It's not job done yet, but it's a big, big advantage to go over to Spain with. And now we welcome Arsenal to Old Trafford. There is the team on your screen. Not quite fully fit. This is a couple of days after that Bilbao game, but we'll see how long we manage to play for in this one. Mikel Merino to Ødegaard. Lovely turn. Ødegaard's ball forward. Finds Havertz. Havertz finds Trossard. First shot ends up straight at Onana, though. That was a let-off. Nice move by Arsenal. Not the greatest to finish by Leandro Trossard. Arsenal currently sit 14 points behind the league leaders Liverpool. Really is Liverpool's title to lose. For Arsenal, though, they, you could say, need to win this one. Otherwise, Liverpool are pretty much getting closer and closer to that title. Although it actually is Chelsea who sits second at the moment. I think they're 11 points behind Liverpool. So, yeah, even if Arsenal don't win this, it's not like Liverpool have pretty much already got one hand on the trophy, because they do still have to worry about Chelsea. Forget about Liverpool and Chelsea, though, because it's Arsenal, and it's Leandro Trossard who this time around will finish. United had a little bit of a warning sign moments ago when his shot was straight at Onana. This time, though, top corner. Arsenal in front. And as the rain pours down here in Manchester, it's looking like a bleak day if we keep this up in the Premier League. Ødegaard up the field of play to Havertz. Wins the flick on. Can we get close to Trossard? The answer is no, and nobody's close to Mikel Merino. And Onana will save. I don't think I'll question the boss often, but what I will say about today is that De Ligt is out of the team, and I think he's been playing quite well recently, and Harry Maguire's back in, which I don't really know why that change has happened unless De Ligt isn't fit, because no disrespect to Harry Maguire, De Ligt is in good form, and against the likes of Saka, Trossard, I just think De Ligt would have been the better option here today. Nevertheless, it's Arsenal who are in front, and it's Arsenal who very nearly went 2-0 in front through Mikel Merino. Now Amad Diallo finding my feet, looking for Anthony. He'll get there as well. He'll fire the ball back straight away towards me as I'm trying to use the ball. Heavy touch, invited it the way of Gabriel to make the challenge. It just felt like the ball was holding up with the turf. As you can see there, that pass to Trossard held up quite nicely for him to reach it. When I was trying to run with it, I just felt like I was running quicksand. There's the ball in from Ødegaard, blocked by Ahmad. 3 minutes to go until half-time. It's a free header for Kai Havertz, who is meant to be marking him. Well, whoever it is doesn't do their job, and Arsenal are 2 to the good. I think I said this in the last episode. We are the type of team that if we don't score first, we let the game get away from us, and it's happening again. Like it did against Everton. We did get a goal back in that one, but Arsenal are 2 to the good. And United haven't even threatened yet. Easy as you'd like for Kai Havertz. I mean, there's 3 United players around him and not one of them challenges. Ahmad to me, to Anthony. Anthony wanted too long on the ball that he wasn't going to get. It's Ahmad who's giving it away. It's a simple pass back, and somehow we've misplaced it. And now Arsenal to take themselves forward through Bukayo Saka up against Harry Maguire. I said this, didn't I, about the fact that Matthijs de Ligt not in the side today. Maguire is not the player you want. It's Leandro Trossard. It should have been 3. Wow. We're into injury time, and that is going to be that. United well and truly beaten here. I did say that our hopes of a trophy were on the Europa League. Well, hopes of European qualification may well be on the Europa League as well, because the Premier League, we cannot seem to get any rhythm or momentum going. And it would be even worse if we were to end up being knocked out by Bilbao. The 3-1 aggregate lead we have, surely we won't throw this away. Still, Adam Wharton not starting. United managing 3 goals in the first leg as they look to try and break through here with Ahmad trying to set us away. It was intercepted though, and Inaki Williams, and the goal scorer for them, Sanchez, forward towards Guruzeta. Had a couple of chances in that first leg. That's a lovely ball here as he sets through. Nico Williams out so quickly though was Andre Onana, and to his credit pulled off a remarkable save. Corner goes in, and I have absolutely messed that header up well and truly. Second chance at it then, as I don't know who's touched that ball, and it is a free kick. Free kick given the way of Manchester United. Anthony, Bruno. Anthony, back the way of Bruno. Sounds simple. First goal tonight, though, is crucial. United get it, and it sinks Bilbao. Bilbao get it, momentum's with them, and their confidence is sky high. So you have to get this first goal tonight, United, if there is to be one. Sanchez to Inaki Williams, Guruzeta. I just don't like how much space there is centrally. It's like we get dragged out, and as soon as we do, there's loads of space for someone to exploit, whether or not that's Guruzeta or whether or not it's a central midfielder running through. It just seems like there's always too much, as we are now trying to go forward for United. Back here towards Ahmad. Ahmad will find Bruno. Bruno. I mean, Bilbao still had a lot of players behind the ball when I was trying to move forward there. Ahmad, nicely done. We'll play it towards Ericsson. Ericsson to Bruno. Bruno to Ahmad. Ahmad now then, as we try and turn and look ahead. We'll play this out wide here again to Garnacho. And now to Ericsson. Ericsson to Bruno. Bruno. You can see they're just doing enough there to put me off from being able to shoot. Bruno Fernandes again. And now Mason Mount. Mount towards the back post. Could be a free header. What a header that was. Defensive header away. Because if he didn't get there, that surely was 1-0. Inaki Williams is occupying that space just between the defence and midfield. And he's causing all sorts of problems because none of the midfielders want to drop deep enough to get on him, and none of the central defenders want to go towards him. So he's getting so much time to work his magic. And we've got to solve that problem. The short corner is looking likely here for Bilbao. Nope. It goes in instead. It fooled us all. And Onana's down at his near post with the save. Had a busy sort of first 35 minutes here, Andre Onana. Again, he's showing his class, I tell you what. He's had his critics at United, but without him, he has been so good for us at times as we win that header. And now Anthony. Chance to break could be on here. Ahmad. As you can see, my stamina bar is not great, so we'll keep hold of some run for the moment. Garnacho's ball is terrible. And that is somehow what looked like a promising United attack led to another Bilbao chance. And I actually think Guruzeta picks the wrong choice there. There was a glorious run made through the middle and he went for goal instead. Poor choice. What? How on earth has Nico Williams come out with possession here? That looked for sure like it was going to be a United ball. Williams' cross goes in. Guruzeta's header. Glance wide. Williams, ball goes in. There's Guruzeta. And there is the goal that Bilbao have deserved. There's only so much Onana can do. And he's done a lot already. And that makes this a very nervy last 20 minutes. United have yet to have a single shot still. I mean, did he head the ball or did it just hit him in the face? He's not going to care. Because it's pulled Bilbao back into touching distance. 3-2 the score on aggregate. Ahmad sliding the ball through, and you can kind of see I'm not there because my injury is causing me problems. I just cannot get on the end of that. In another time, if I was fully fit, I think I'd have been on the end of that pass by Ahmad. Garnacho has had a poor game here today, giving away the ball so cheaply so many times. Bruno, Ericsson, back the way of Bruno. United need to just calm themselves down, keep hold of the ball for a bit, and try and see out this game. It's Anthony. It's now Ericsson. Ericsson to Ahmad. Ahmad, still United, have yet to register a single shot. I might be injured, but I will still get one. And I couldn't get the ball out of my feet, it felt like. Change is imminent. Toyland is ready to come on. The ball, though, has not yet left the field of play. Oh, what? How is that not in? I mean, gameplay aside for the second, or I'm trying to think about the way to word that, as in realistic gameplay away for a second. That's ridiculous. The fact that your defenders are choosing to do that back there and give away the ball like that. It's a yellow card anyway for Galarreta. And that's my last action because Rasmus Højlund is coming on. But I don't know what it is. My teammates just don't seem to play the same as the AI at times. Like today, for example, we've had 2 shots on goal. Just the movement off the ball and the way the ball's been moved as well. Considering its ultimate difficulty, I'd like to think for both sides in terms of the way that my team play as well. That is, of course, what we play on. Doesn't feel like it with some of the decisions being made. Again, we have Onana to thank. And for me, he's been man of the match here today, even though he has conceded. Højlund is on for myself. Time ticking away. United, by the skin of their teeth, are going to go through to the quarterfinals of the Europa League if they can hold on. It's now Mason Mount. Cue the shouts of "we've had a shot" from the away fans. Not only one, but we've had 2 shots there. Doubled our shot tally for the game. And that is going to be that, my friends. Athletic Bilbao 1, Manchester United 0 on the night, but 3-2 on aggregate. The job done in the first leg, in the end, sees us through to the quarterfinals. And that man on your screen, Andre Onana, has to take the plaudits. And unfortunately, a 4-week injury for us will see us out of how many games? Let's have a quick look and see what we've got in that month. So, luckily for us, we have got 2 weeks there where we haven't even got a game. But then it's Forest, we've got the Manchester Derby, we've got Rangers in the quarterfinals of the Europa League. We might just be back for the second leg there. So 4 weeks out injured, and we'll have to work our way back into the starting 11 as well. For now, though, my friends, that is going to do us for today's episode. Let's have a look at the Premier League table before we go. 39 points. We are now 6 behind Spurs still. And how many behind City? Well, 13 still. I mean, City don't seem to want to keep this or open up this gap further either, because I swear we were 13 as well at the start of the episode. Regardless, 10 games to go. It's not looking promising in the Premier League. We'll have to rely on the Europa League for European football. Again, though, I wonder how I can change the settings slightly, because, as I say, it just feels like, I'll show you, even with ultimate difficulty, it feels like my team are not the same as the opposition. I play with simulation, medium wind effects and weather effects, and the CPU sliders are tactical. So I don't know if that changes anything or not. Let me know. But yeah, at times it just feels like 2 different things are going on. Like the computer or the AI on the opposition side are ultimate, and mine are like semi-pro at best. I don't know. Maybe it's just the way it goes. Regardless, a huge thank you for watching this episode. If you did enjoy it, a like would be greatly appreciated. 500 is the target. Thank you all so much for your support, and thank you for watching as well. Until next time, stay safe, have a great day, have a great evening, look after each other, and I'll see you all again soon. Adios!